So look at here. Last class we have seen what is your system configuration. Important is CPU, RAM, hard disk or SSD, OS. Yeah, storage part is also there. So I think storage is a easy way to tell. SSD, HDD kind of stuff. Okay, so we'll see. So for different type of processors, RAM type like a DDR4, you are using DDR3, 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM. Okay, what type of hard disk you are using? How to check these configurations from system information or MS info 32. There you will find this kind of stuff. Okay, like this. And here it is DX diag. So what are the things you will find from the DX diag about your system configuration as well as your graphic cards. Okay, and also you can go to settings. Simply click here, go to settings. So if you click on the settings, then you will go to some options. Here click on systems, then you will get it. So here it is your processor, RAM, your system type 64-bit processor. Okay, version, operating system version. Okay, that is Windows 10 Home. Single language is a edition and version is 21H2. That is my Windows 10 version. And also you will get some information from the task manager. Go to performance. You can find what is CPU, memory and disk also. So here also you can find what is your disk, including your network, what kind of network adapter you are using, what is your memory, what is CPU. Yes, next is in a run, if you put a disk management. Okay, in run you can I showed to check the configuration in other places like a task manager. I told this is also system info 32 also I told, right? Guys, we have a hard disk, right? One single hard disk is there and it is divided into multiple partitions. See, we have a hard disk. We divide the hard disk into multiple hard partitions. So I have a 500 GB hard disk. C drive, D drive, F drive belongs to one hard disk because I have two hard disks. So don't worry, I have two hard disks. C drive, D drive, F drive belongs to one hard disk, disk 0, and it is a 500 GB hard disk. So here it is. You can see someone put a message. You came. Whether people came or not came. Why it is not required. Pawan. So this one single 500 hard disk is divided into multiple partitions. How to create? How to do these multiple partitions? Look at here. So go to run or press the search bar also, no problem. So you can press this search or Windows or go to run. Type diskmgmt.msc. 1 second. Some waste call. Hello. Yeah, hello. Okay, so you can type diskmgmt.msc. So you can see like this. So open disk management. So we can check this. What is your hard disk configuration? So I have a disk 0, disk 1. So disk 0 is a 500 GB and disk 1 is 1 terabyte. Disk 0 having C drive, F drive and D drive. Disk 1, the disk 1 having like a Z drive, E drive, H drive, separate drives it is. Okay. So for example, guys, I want to change this drive kind of stuff. For example, this is a 200 GB. I want to split into 100 into 100. Okay. So then I can do it. Or I want to create a new partition and also I can do it. But I'm not doing anything. I don't touch my existing drives. Just I want to attach some virtual drive to show you this how it is works. See, it is my virtual drive. You see it is I, J, some 6 GB is also there. So right click, new simple one. I want to create some 2 GB drive. 2048 is meaning is 2 GB. Next, 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 finish. Okay. So each and every step, whatever you do, you have to learn like that. See, the drive is created. You can see this is the K drive. You can look at from here. This is the K drive, J drive, I drive. These are the my hard disk drives like this. Okay. So here it is my drive. I copied some data. Here it is. There is a some data in it. Right. So like that. So point is this is how to create a drive and how to manage the drive. How to manage the drive. Go to disk management. How to manage the drive. Disk management. Disk management. How to go? You can go to run or you can go to search. Also you can put it diskmgmt.msc. So there we can able to see the drives. Okay, so then we can able to manage it. Means you can create new simple volumes. Okay, you can create a new simple volume. We can sync volumes. You can extend volumes also. You can able to do it. Create a new volumes. You can sync the volume and you can also create a new volume. So these things you can able to do it. For example, this is the unallocated. You are not using it. I want to extend this volume to this K. Right click, extend volume. So you can read what it is showing. You have to read it. This one. Next. So you want to put all this 4 GB to this K drive, or you want to put a something. I want to put only 2 GB from it. 2048. Finish. Now this is become 4 GB. K drive become 4 GB. Okay. So this is called a extended volume. So I'm adding this 2 GB to here also. No. I will shrink this volume. I don't require 4 GB. Okay, I don't require a 4 GB. Sorry, otherwise what I will do, I will delete this volume, 4 GB volume. I am deleting it. Before deleting, make sure that the drive should not have any data. If drive have a data, you loss of data. You loss of data, you cannot recover it. So I'm going to delete the drive. So this is 4 GB, this is 2 GB. Both will add it and become a one single 6 GB. I want to add this 6 GB to this Z drive. So what I have to do? Go to Z drive, right click, extend volume. Why I am unable to extend the volume? Shrink volume available. Extend volume is not available. Why? What happened? Many drives are open. Only I drive is open. They were, okay, I think Z drive also don't have any data. Okay, so I will do it. And that it is a FAT32. So FAT32, because of FAT32, it is may not be extended. So I am also deleting that one. So this is iDrive. I am extending this iDrive 2 GB to this 8 GB. Okay, extend volume. Next. So this is 8 GB. 8 GB is adding to 2 GB. So the total it is become 10 GB. So that is called a extending volume. What is extending volume? You have an unallocated space next to the drive. So you can merge this unallocated space to our drive is called a extending volume. Next, shrink volume. Shrink volume. What is shrink volume? Guys, look at this is the 10 GB drive. This is 10 GB drive. You can see iDrive. So I refresh it. This is a 10 GB drive. It contains some data. It contains some data in it. This is the iDrive. It contains some data in it. Okay, and it is a 10 GB drive. The total drive size is a very less. So this iDrive. See, look at here. Only very small space is available. Okay, only only very small space is occupied. You can go to properties. You can find it from here also. You can see it's a 9.95 GB free space. So 24.8 MB is a used space. So capacity is around 9.98 GB. Out of 9.98 GB, 9 GB is free GB. 9.95 is GB. Now what I thought, for example, you have a 100 GB hard disk. You have a 100 GB hard disk is there, and you use only 5 GB. Out of 100, you are using 5 GB, 10 GB, 20 GB like that. Now what I want to do it, I want another drive because I want to store some data in it. For example, you can see this is a OS drive. OS drive name is OS drive. Why I put a OS drive? For my practicals, if I want to store my OS related data, okay, operating system related data. See, it is Windows 10 Enterprise Editions, which is evolutions versions only. That's the names are like that. Okay, so Windows 10 Enterprise Evolution versions, Windows 2019 evolution versions. Okay, 2016 evolution versions, CentOS. You can see CentOS, NaggyOS for monitoring tools, OpenFiller to manage SAN, NAS kind of virtual SAN kind of stuff, Red Hat, VMware vSphere servers, Windows 10 Enterprise, that is the old one. Okay, this is the new one. Okay, so this is a Xen server, like this server related, and applications I use generally like a Eclipse, database, Oracle database kind of stuff, VMware workstation, some Docker folder kind of stuff is there. That's some file is in SCCM related, Python related. Okay, see this is also 11.2 Oracle database kind of stuff. This is a 12.2.1. Okay, this is Veritas backup, Jira softwares. Okay, JDKs. So what are the sorry, I because mine. Okay, this is a Oracle WebLogic server related one. Okay, so point is, guys, I want to put a data. The data is belongs to operating system applications related to use for my classes and learning. So I want a separate drive for it, not a separate folder, separate drive for it. So I created a drive for it. 200 GB I given for it. So totally 22.9 GB is free from it. Okay. I have to delete 7 GB is there. If I delete, do it. Okay, I will tell that one now also. Okay. Yes, if you look at the drive capacity is 200 GB, but free space is 22.9 GB only. 22.9 GB free space. Now I can't put a more data in it. So what I have to do? Any unnecessary files or storages are there. Better to delete it. You know, recently I downloaded some data, so then I want to delete this particular data. I am putting a shift delete directly. Guys, if you delete a normal delete, just you press the delete, the data stores in your recycler bin. Recycler bin data is storing in recycler bin, meaning is data still stored in your PC only, not stored in any place. Recycler bin is in your PC, so you delete the data, it is still in your recycler bin, means it is in your PC only it is not showing in the particular drive. Okay, so this is a very small thing, but sometimes it is very important when you are telling or doing things. Okay, so for example, recycler bin or you have a dustbin. Dustbin is different, recycler bin is different, but you have a trash can kind of stuff is there in your home. Okay, you put a trash in the trash can, but you didn't clean the trash can. You didn't clean the trash can, meaning is the trash is still in your home only. Same thing, you deleted data, you put it in a recycler bin, it still occupies in your same space. So better to delete like a shift delete or a permanent delete kind of stuff. So right like this. Yes. So I deleted that folder and I'm checking. So it is showing 30 GB. Similar for my C drive, it is showing a red color, means it is a warning. So my hard disk space is become very less, 8.39 GB. So most of the data is occupied because of new things like application installations. C drive data is occupied by application installations, downloads, desktop data, like that. Okay, so we'll come back to that one. So how to maintain a system properly. Okay, so that is a drive. So like this, I want to keep a certain type of data into separate drive, but I don't get a more space drives are not there. For example, you can look at here, E drive properties. This is having 77.7 GB free space. Out of 200 GB, 77 GB is free. H drive is a 500 GB, 531 GB, 74 GB free space. Okay, like this. Okay, so what I have to do? If I want to store some data in these drives, I have to go to shrink the volume. So I'm not touching that one, guys. I'm doing the practical. You should not do it because I'm doing in my physical machine and in a virtual hard disk. Okay, I know what I'm doing, so no problem. But if you are trying this one, you have to do it in a virtual machines. Okay, this is for only to show how to do it. So this is my virtual hard disk. On virtual hard disk, right click, shrink volume. Shrink volume. Okay, I want to shrink, means totally 10 GB disk is there. So this is how much amount you can able to shrink, it is showing. So how much I want to shrink, like 4096 is a 4 GB I want to shrink. Now you can see it is this I drive 10 GB become 6 GB, 10 GB become 6 GB, 4 GB unallocated. In the 4 GB unallocated, I can create a simple volume. Right click, simple volume. Only one single volume or a multiple volume want to create it. 2048. 2 GB only I want to create. Okay, so like this. So you can see it is I drive earlier it is a 10 GB, Now it is only 4 GB. Okay, only 6 GB. I drive earlier it is 10 GB. After shrinking, it is become 6 GB. So I have a 4 GB unallocated. Out of 4 GB, I created 2 GB Z drive. In case my Z drive is not enough, I can add this unallocated to my Z drive. Right click this Z drive, right click, extended volume, 2 GB, finish. So add the 2 GB extended volume to it. Partially we can add it, or maximum we can able to add it. That 2 GB we cannot add it to I drive. We can able to add it to Z drive. Again, I'm showing guys 1 second. Again, I'm shrinking IJ. So see, this is the 2 GB unallocated. I can add it to Z because it is a adjacent and should be adjacent like this only. Okay, so I cannot add this unallocated to Z drive. Because you can see Z drive having a shrink volume, not extended volume. J drive having a extended volume. Okay, so I drive don't have extended volume because of it is not adjacent to this one and must be in this side only. The side must be in this side only. Okay, this is all about disk partitioning. Now we got it. Look at here. Unallocated is at this place, so we can merge here. We cannot merge to this drive, and if you want to merge, this unallocated must be here. It is unallocated must be in this thing, then we can able to add it. Again, this unallocated cannot be added to this one again. We can add it to this, but cannot add it to this. Okay, this can be added to here, but cannot able to add it to here. I have a partition here. I cannot add it to next one. Okay, so that is a shrinking, creating volumes, and first of all, to manage the disk volumes, from where to go? Disk management. So where is the disk management? You have to open disk management via diskmgr. Next small point in the here, look at, once you create a partition, you have to format the drive. Okay, you have to format the drive. It's a file system. Okay, normally you can format the drive. Normally people think format means cleaning the data in the drive. For example, you have a pen drive. I said format it. Then what you do? You formatted it by right click, go to format, start, and it is formatted. Entire data is deleted. While formatting, data is deleted. But format does not mean deleting the data. For example, you forward a resume. Why it is call it as a resume or a curriculum vitae or a biodata form? Based on it is format. And how you know how to write about resume? Because you taken a resume format from friends, right? Or a trainers or maybe internet. You take a format and you prepare a resume according to it, right? So that is a format like a name, phone number, email ID, career objective, qualification, technical skills kind of stuff. So this is like a format, right? So what is the format is in our methodology defining file system. What are these file system? So basically in Windows, we are using FAT, and next one is NTFS. So actually say Windows and NTFS, Microsoft related wins, so Windows related kind of stuff. Not exactly only used in only in Windows, not like that. Okay, NTFS and FAT both are file systems. Okay, both are file systems. Basically in Windows. FAT means file allocation table. New technology file system. So in Windows, in Microsoft way, when you see NT means new technology file system. So thing is, FAT there is some issues are there. The issues are like this. We have a FAT means FAT 16, that is called a FAT 16, FAT 32. So FAT support 4 GB partition. FAT 32 support 32 GB partition size. Normally, FAT does not store large files. Okay, that's why nowadays different technology came up. So NTFS, okay, NTFS support 2 terabyte partition size. Exactly say more than 2 terabyte partition size up to 18 EB. 18 EB size depends upon NTFS version. More than 2 terabyte of partition size it supports. NTFS features are there. If you are using NTFS file system, so you will get these kind of features. So disk quota, next security, disk quota, security, compress, encrypt, compression, encryption, security, disk quota. One more is there, that is called indexing. These are the features. What is this disk quota? Okay, what is this disk quota? So I closed it. No problem. Look at here is a drive, right? So it is go to properties, Okay, it's a drive. You can see quota. What is this quota? This hard disk support space limit for each user. So a single user cannot fill the entire disk. Check the button Q or limit. Okay, you can check the practicals also. I have done practicals. Check my videos. Okay, what is the disk quota? Limit the disk space to a user. So user cannot use entire disk. This is called a disk quota. Security. What is security? Again. So there is a security button. So look at here, security. What is this security? You can see allow, deny, read, write, execute things are there. Okay. And some group names are there, user names also there. Right. So what is the security? Allow or deny a user or a group access data. Okay. The data. So accessing data means read or write. That is a compress the data to save disk space. Encrypt. Encrypt means putting the data into different formats with using some algorithms like MD5, SHA1, SHA2. So different type of algorithms are there to encrypt the data. So what is the use of encrypting data? Encrypting data, users cannot steal your data. Users uh, cannot
Secures
access
the
data
data.
without decrypting key. You tell me?
It secures the data.
Very good. Very good. Encryption secure the data with certificate key. Okay, so there is a encryption key is there. So with the key, you can able to secure it, and without the key, user cannot access the data. This is very good word. Use securing the data. So while you are securing, there is a key or a certificate is there. You have a key or a certificate, so then we can able to access data. Without this key, users, without this key, users cannot access the data. So encrypting data to prevent it from unauthorized access. Indexing, index data to searching for data is become easy. Indexing means like this type of data it is a .exe data, txt data, docx data, .xls data, .pdf data, .png data, like that. It will take some attributes, names, extensions, properties, so that it index your data stored in your system. So it is very easy to search and compare the data from one to another one. So these are the NTFS features. If you want to see the practicals for a disk quota, security, and encryption, you can go through my previous videos. Okay, guys. So these are all about your disk management. So what is your disk management? You have to go to disk management, like you can go to run or search diskmgmt.msc. So there we can able to see your disk. You can manage it. You can create a simple volumes. You can shrink the volume. You can the volume and you can extend the volume. Okay, format the drive with the file systems. So meaning is like define the file system. Format means define the file system, either NTFS or a FAT kind of stuff. So if you are going to Linux or a Unix, so you'll get a ext2, ext3, ext4 kind of file systems. exFAT is a extended FAT, means FAT support up to 32 GB, but it support more than 32 GB. Okay, where we use this memory cards, we use for a memory cards and drives, because of memory cards are a fat file system. Okay, so NTFS won't work. NTFS not acceptable by every operating system. Fat is acceptable. Okay, so memory cards, you want to store a data, usually fat earlier. Now the it is memory size become higher, right? Earlier 2 GB, 1 GB kind of stuff. Now 32 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB, 500, 1 terabyte is there, 2 terabyte is also there in the market. Okay, you have a DVD, universal disk format. You want to share the data through network. It's a protocols are NFS, CIFS, network share. That's it. Don't put like this. NFS, NFS, network file system. Common internet file system. Common internet file system. It is belongs to Samba. Different type of file systems are there to store the data. What is the use of file system? What is the use of file system? Defining file system. So what is the use of this file system? File system allocate or store data in a particular format. This is about your storage, guys. Already I forward this PPT, otherwise I will forward it again, no problem. These are some run commands. This is about registry. One thing is missing here, that is called a BitLocker. So I will, after the break, I will tell about a BitLocker first. Then I will go to any remaining things. BSOD you already know. Chasing system is also there. Okay, so that is we will see. So once we got a blue bit locker. We'll check it. Okay. Take small break. Come back in a 10 minutes.